Symphonic Winds for the second half of the concert with Masters of the Silent Screen. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That has been a project that we have worked on for several months. It may look and hopefully sound easy, but to play with a film, it's really quite a challenge. So they have to be very much in contact with the conductor. So I hope you enjoyed that silent film.
Give us a couple of minutes. We're just going to reset a few things. Things, you know, like normal. Talk about yourselves. All right. So, I don't know, maybe about 2 weeks ago, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, we went to Victoriaville, Quebec. You guys know where that is? All right. So there's this music festival that was there, and it's our first time going there, and we took an ensemble, we took class act with us, and we took some soloists with us from Rosemount Music, and they competed for prizes. And there were kids there from all over Quebec. Where's that place you told me? It was like, we had kids there from Abitibi. You ever heard of that? You know where that place is? You guys, it is far. There were kids on the bus for like 8 hours to get there. So there were literally kids from all over Quebec there. So Rosemount Music made a showing there. And we competed against all these kids. And what was so beautiful was one of the comments that one of the kids made. They said they never knew that there were so many kids playing music. Because if you think about it, over the last couple of years, there haven't been a lot of competitions or performances where the kids actually get to see each other. They only see what's on this stage. We only see each other. So they went out and they see that there are hundreds of kids just like them. Well, we competed against those hundreds of kids just like them for prizes. And I'm pleased to say that in her category, Sunny won a gold medal. So Sunny received a gold medal in her category for clarinet. So please, that's good job, Sunny. All right, so she's going to go back up and join the ensemble, and we'll listen to some more music. You got more for us, Miss Bess? All right.
So the last piece was actually the last movement of a 6-movement suite that is generally played in university and professional ensembles. It was a beautiful melody, but it was treated so very differently each time that we heard the melody. And it's nice for us to play all different styles of music. There are composers that are truthfully like genius for the wind ensemble. And it's important that we try those along with all the other types of music that we can enjoy out there. So the last piece was called Minchae Posy, and the melody was called Lost Lady Found. You might recognize it from English folk songs. So our next ensemble is our fantastic saxophone quartet, of who you've heard before, and they will be playing This Is Bert from How to Train Your Dragon.
Listen. So you remember when I told you about the whole thing in Victoriaville, and we went and played against all the kids, and we won all the gold awards and all that stuff? Yeah, she won one too. Gold medal. So, good things going on in Rosemount music.
If you feel like you've seen a lot of these three, you have. So we have solo feature, Andy on alto sax, Leandro on tenor sax, and Julian on baritone sax. For the next piece called Illumination.
My name's Alessandra.
And my name is Olivia.
And today we wanted to commemorate a few words to the best music teachers out there. Firstly, we would like to thank everyone who showed up to this year's spring concert to support our Symphonic Winds. We will never forget our first day of music class when we first met Miss Bess and Mr. Cooper. We knew we had to bring our A game, although it was pretty hard because we didn't even know what the front and back of the instrument was.
And that's where our beautiful teachers, Miss Bess and Mr. Cooper, came to save the day. We remember struggling to play our very first note, and yet here we are 5 years later playing our very last. Miss Bess and Mr. Cooper haven't continued to go above and beyond for each and every one of their students. And that's something every single Symphonic Wind member will never forget.
Band is much more than just playing an instrument. We've learned how to communicate, listen, create connections, and become wonderful leaders. These tools aren't just something you pick up one day. They're habits that have been worked in and day out because of our music teachers, we could probably say we're more aware of all these things that make us who we are today.
Since we created so many memories with our amazing music teachers, we decided to capture them forever to show our appreciation for them. This is our little thank you from us on behalf of our graduating Symphonic Winds for everything you both have done to us.
There's pictures in there.
A music teacher helps their students find the song in their heart and the rhythm in their soul, and they have shown us that countless amount of times every single day.
We all know a strict rule for our band is to not be on our phone. Although they have caught us many times doing just that, the little times that they didn't, we managed to put them all in a book to commemorate our past year in music.
We managed to get everything from our first notes together as a band on picture to Mr. Cooper making a fool of himself or Miss Bess singing like no one's watching. We hope you like this little gesture we did for you to thank you for all the big ones you did for us.
A day spent with both of you is a day that will never be forgotten or wasted.
From behalf of Alessandra and I and the graduating class of Symphonic Winds, we would like to thank you for all of the joy and love you have brought us over the past 5 years of our lives. We love you deeply.
Let's give a big round of applause for the best music teachers.
All right, now it's my turn. Actually, no, not yet. So you notice that everyone on stage, that is in Secondary 5, has a rose. And it has been a long-standing tradition ever since I can remember when I started it. You can remember yesterday, but I think it's about 26 years old that I give a rose to each Symphonic Wind graduate of Secondary 5. It's something very special and very personal for me to say thank you to everything that they've given us and the departments over the year. So as I call you up, I would like you please to come and line up the front. This is a good picture opportunity momentarily. Maria Francesca Arcuri on French horn. See, they want to play, they want to take their instruments with them. Lanshan Arumagan on trombone. John Anthony Asensio on trumpet. Rosalia Baldassare on flute. Kira Inale Boivin on clarinet. Olivia Charlo on flute. Always together in life and right beside each other alphabetically, Alessandro Cristiano. Isabella Cufaro on clarinet. Adam D'Antonio on clarinet. Julian Fuoco on bari sax. Just for dramatic effect, Bruno Ecola on guitar. Ethan Harrison on trombone. Leandro Benjamin Maya on tenor sax. Karina Perut on tuba. Sean Manganella on trumpet. Dante Rossi on oboe. Maya Ung on tuba. David Villeneuve on percussion. And Andy Zimmerman on alto sax. Your dear band buddies. Roman Babich on clarinet. Your dear band buddies in Secondary 4 have something to say.
Dear Secondary 5 music students, as you prepare to leave the tunnel, the stage, the auditorium, and the whole music department, we want to take a moment to express our sincere gratitude and admiration for all that you have accomplished during your time here.
Over the past year, the Secondary 4 students had the privilege to learn from you. We're extremely appreciative of the fact that you were able to pass your knowledge on to us. Everything that you have taught us this year will be passed on to next year's Secondary 4 music students. We will, of course, always treasure the memories that we made together in the band.
As you move forward into the next phase of your lives, we want to thank you for all that you have brought to this band. You have made us better, making us grateful for all the time that we spent together. Never forget the life you've had here, for it has given you skills and values that will be carried with you throughout your lives. We wish you the best of luck.
We would like to also mention to our Secondary 5 friends of Class Act that we are proud of everything we've accomplished together. We have given many performances this year that took a lot of willpower. Thank you for your hard work and enthusiasm that which have inspired us. Thank you.
This is a good photo opportunity, parents, if you would like one once together, Rosie.
Don't be shy, get to the pictures. We ain't doing this again.
A round of applause for our graduates, please. Now, had this been a few years ago, the graduates would be all very worried about what I was going to say about each and every one of them. But I have a different spin this year, graduates. I have a different message, and it just kind of happened. So, lately in my life, the word legacy has come up multiple times in multiple places. The long-lasting impact of a particular event or action that takes place in one's lives. Legacy is what you leave. Legacy is what you build. And legacy is what you pass on. And as we look forward to a very, very bright future in Rosemount and Rosemount music, you leave an incredible legacy here. I don't think you all understand how much that you have actually contributed to our program and to Mr. Cooperwood and myself's lives. You guys were the one class I looked forward to having to teach online. You made me get through COVID, people. I was always excited to have your class. And it was very special. I didn't think you knew that, you probably didn't. But it was the one bright spot in some very difficult times. Just to see your happy little faces trying to do the best you could online on a computer screen, playing music in your bedroom while your mom was, on a conference call in the next room. Very difficult, but you guys did it. You made it through, you persevered. And we always say, kids are strong and they adapt, but it takes a toll. And I am so very happy to see all of you standing here, successful, wonderful people and ready to move on to the next part of your life. So your legacy is here. The legacy that we will build in the following years with a specialized music program accredited by the Ministry of Education is because you helped to build it. That's your legacy. I've seen this pop up everywhere. At Aisha Robertson's presentation last couple of weeks ago, they were talking about what it is that we leave in this world and how important it is to think about what do we leave the people behind us. I'm happy to say we'll leave Rosemount music as is, strong, no matter who is here. And we also leave it with a sense of happiness and to return home whenever you want to. Now, they all say they will. Oh, miss, I'll be back next year, I'll be back. But I know the truth after 29 years. And it's a bittersweet moment, because what do we want? We want our children to be successful, happy, and have beautiful lives of their own. And it's okay if they don't come back. I'm really happy when you do come back to see us, but it's okay. You start the rest of your life very soon. You also are the people you will be for the rest of your life. By the end of high school, you are who you are. And you're all pretty fantastic. So when we think of a legacy, I think of strong roots, like a tree. Strong roots. Our roots are the very, very tip of the roots that anchor us firmly to the ground and firmly to each other. The stronger the roots of the tree, the stronger the tree, the longer the tree will survive. And our tubas are very much our roots of our ensemble. Then as we ascend the root, the parts of a tree, which is such a beautiful way to think about an ensemble, we have our trombones, Ethan and Lamshams, and that ascending glissando as the sweet maple sap makes its way up the trunk of the tree to be harvested, to be turned into something magnificent. And you will turn into that as you leave. Now, the trunk of the tree is the core of the tree. And holding it strong are Julian, our tenor sax, Leandro, Andy on alto sax. That is the core of our tree. French horns, Maria. Maria, Maria. All trees have life. And Maria is my cute little squirrel that has made a little home out of our tree. It's so beautiful. I love squirrels. And that's Maria on the French horn. And with a point where the branches take off and to provide us with shade and strength and beauty is where we have our trumpets, Alessandra, John Anthony, and Sean. Strong, very strong, and supportive, and yet so important. Then we have to have leaves on the tree. We have to have leaves. We have lots of clarinet leaves that kind of flutter and flutter in the wind. We have Adam, Isabella, Kira, and Roman. They provide us with shade and warmth in the musical sound. Flutes. Olivia and Rosalie. You're those cute little blossoms on the end of the tree. They just go poof, and you look at them and make you beautifully, make you so happy to look at their beauty. And oboe, Dante. Dante, I had a hard time thinking of something. I thought of you. I love the image of bees. I just think they're beautiful. Don't laugh. It's true. It's true. They make beautiful, sweet honey, and they're the thing that kind of keeps us together and alive, and keeps us together. So, you're my bee. Dante, thank you. And then, sometimes if you're lucky enough to have a large enough tree, you're able to hang beautiful wind chimes that gently blow in the breeze. And everybody smiles when you hear them. You can't not smile when you hear wind chimes. And that's our percussion section, David and Bruno. And that's my tree. You are my tree. You give me shade, you give me comfort, and your legacy will live on. Because before the end of the year, Secondary 5, you will be planting a tree outside of the music department that will be your legacy to live on. So when you say you're not going to come back for 5 years, the tree will still be there. The tree is going to grow, and it'll be a constant reminder of 2023 Secondary 5 music graduating class. So come by and see our beautiful tree that we'll be putting in a couple of weeks. Well, now, if we have to have a tree outside, I'm very big on symbolism, so just a second. Take a look to the left at our beautiful tree. know, but you're comfortable in your nice chairs in the auditorium. So let's see how good they are at arts and crafts. We know they're pretty good at music. Starting with Maria, place your leaf on our tree. And then everyone after, as we build and we grow our tree together. Thanks, Minchae. This is not how it's supposed to go, people. And then you can have a seat, please. Take a seat after you place your leaf. And we will join together to plant our 23 graduate trees.